Good morning, class. This is your English teacher, Sir Sanjay. I welcome you all to yet another session of online classes, wherein we upload video lectures from time to time to cover your syllabus of English, supplementary, English honeysuckle text, and English grammar. Okay. So today I've decided to take up the 10th lesson of English supplementary text called A Strange Wrestling Match. Okay. So I'll be taking up the 10th lesson of English supplementary text with the name being A Strange Wrestling Match. Okay, you all know what wrestling is, isn't it? It's one very popular game in India wherein two strong men, now even women are taking part, right? They wrestle in order to show who's stronger than the other. There are various moves. It has become quite popular sport in India already. Now, what do you mean by strange? The word strange means something unusual, something different, something about it is not normal, right? So now, without any further ado and wastage of time, let us begin. 10th lesson of English supplementary text. Oh no, oh no, said one of his admirers. Admirers are people who like you for the kind of person you are, clear? So one of his admirers said, no, it's true. This place is 10 miles to the west on the road to Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer is in Rajasthan, clear? We said the place that I'm talking about is 10 miles to the west on the road leading to Jaisalmer. This landmark is an ugly black rock that's look like head of a camel. Clear? So you said, this landmark is a black rock and it basically looks like the head of a camel. Okay. Beyond that, there is nothing but sand and wilderness, and of course, ghosts. So see, he went on to add further element of haunted ghosts and stories. They were saying that there was nothing but ghosts and loneliness. Okay, moving on. So we'll have following paragraph where we will find that Vijay Singh will be setting out on his journey to the haunted desert. There'll be an old woman who will be offering him a small packet containing an egg and a lump of salt. Okay, all right. So Vijay Singh will meet a ghost who will claim he was his friend Natwar. Okay, let's move on. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, so see, this is Vijay Singh. The entire villages have set up to fare him goodbye, and there is this old woman giving him something. Okay, now how will it fare? Let's find out. Almost the entire village turned up that evening to bid farewell to Vijay Singh, who was ready to set out west. Just then, an old woman came forward and thrust a small packet into his hand, and Vijay Singh started walking into the red sunset of the desert. Clear. So Vijay Singh started his journey. When he was all about to leave, an old woman came up and then she provided him with a small packet containing what we'll find out. Okay, so see, this seems to be Vijay Singh and the ghost. All right. As he walked, the night deepened. The moon was bright and the stars shone clearly in the Rajasthan sky. Still a few miles short of his destination, Vijay Singh remembered the old woman's packet. He opened it and found nothing but a lump of salt and a nag. The old woman was well known for her eccentricities. Okay, so Vijay Singh he was carrying on with his journey. The sky was first bright with the stars shining. Okay, and Vijay Singh did not reach the haunted desert yet. And as he was walking, he remembered that the old lady had given him something, a packet. Okay, see, this old lady was known for her eccentricities. So, what is the meaning of the word eccentricities? Yeah, eccentricities means odd behavior different from others, but something that proves to actually help you towards the end is what eccentricity refers to here. It comes from the word eccentric. Okay, so let's continue reading. As Vijay Singh stepped into the haunted desert, he heard a voice. So now he reached the haunted desert and he started hearing a voice. An unknown voice started calling his name from somewhere. Vijay Singh, Vijay Singh, you will get lost in the desert. Come this way. I'm your friend Natwar. Okay, so an unknown, imagine you're walking in a lonely night with stars and nobody else in the street. Okay, it's quite dark and somebody calling you from behind with your name. How will you feel? At once, Vijay Singh realized it was not his friend but a ghost. Okay, so Vijay Singh realized, oh, now my man has appeared. It is a ghost, not man. the ghost has appeared. Okay. So trying to sound brave, because that was the only option. If he appeared to be weaker, ghost would attack him right away. Clear? So trying to sound brave, he called back, "Where are you, my dear Nutwar? It's dark and I cannot see you. Come here and show me the way." Clear? So he was trying to act smart by calling him out and then telling him to appear in front of him so that he could meet him. Okay. Like all good wrestlers, Vijay Singh wanted to size up his enemy. Okay. Size up here means to look how big or tall or bulky his ghost was, and then make an impression of his physical strength by showing him up. Okay. Soon the ghost appeared at his side. Vijay Singh peered into his face and declared, "You are just a plain lying ghost. Anyway, now I don't have to work all night. I was longing to meet you." Okay. So Vijay Singh made fun of the ghost right away. As the ghost appeared in front of him, it looked little weak. So he said, "You are nothing, you are just a lean and thin ghost. Anyway, I don't have all the night. I was walking to find you. It's great that I meet you finally." Okay. Not used to insults, the ghost was taken aback. So ghosts are not usually insulted, right? So Vijay Singh insulted him straight away. So this ghost was taken aback, shocked. Clear? Because people generally started back in horror when they met him. But this man by the name Vijay Singh was instead making fun of him by, commenting about his size and body. Okay. And in most cases, what happened? People used to often faint. They get fainted. Okay. They used to lose their sense. But here was this unfeeling creature. Unfeeling means someone who was not feeling anything, claiming he wanted to meet a ghost. It didn't make sense to the ghost at all. He was taken aback. He was surprised because humans are meant to scare ghosts usually. This is how it happens. Clear? "Really? I don't know why you long to meet me," the ghost said. So, trying to act cool, the ghost said, "Really? You wanted to meet me? Why? What is the reason behind?" Okay. "That proves," said Vijay in a bored voice, "that you are a stupid ghost." So, Vijay Singh went on to insult him further. He said, "Yeah, that proves, why you are asking this question is, a testimony of the fact that you are a foolish ghost. The least a ghost can do is to read a man's thought." He's saying, this is the least you could do. Why you asking me why I am here to meet you? You are supposed to know why I'm here. You're not supposed to simply ask me. So this tells me that you are a foolish ghost, is what Vijay Singh told the ghost. Okay. Let's continue reading. "However, a worthless ghost like you is better than no ghost. The fact is, I am tired of wrestling with man. I want to fight a ghost." Okay, Vijay Singh went on to declare more pleasantries. He exchanged few words with him and said, "I'm tired of fighting with man. Now, today I'm here in order to fight with a ghost, and I'm here." Okay. The ghost was speechless, marshalling his ghostly wits. Marshalling means just channelizing his strength, ghostly strength. Okay. He made an attempt to look Vijay Singh scornfully in the eye. Okay. With all his might and anger, he tried to look with a bit of threatening stare gleaming into the eye of Vijay Singh. Okay. He was trying to scare him with his looks. Okay. "Frankly," he said, "you don't appear all that strong to me." Okay. So, Vijay Singh, now the ghost was trying to act cool by making fun of Vijay Singh. He said, "You don't appear that strong to me." Okay. "Appearances can be deceptive. Appearances can be deceptive," Vijay Singh said. "Take your own case. You claim to be Natwar, though you actually are a rascal of a ghost." So Vijay Singh was making more fun of him. Appearance can be deceptive, Appearance do not tell a great deal about a kind of person you are or we can actually be. In order to prove his point, he said, for example, take your name. you are nutwar, but actually you are rascal, you are a useless sort of ghost. Okay, if you doubt my strength, let me give you a demonstration of it. So he went on to say, if you are doubtful about the kind of strength I possess, should I give you some little demonstration? Should I show you how strong I am? Is what Vijay Singh told him. Okay, so there is a question section. After that, second part of the story follows. Alright, so let's see. Let's take a quick look. Okay, it says, what was Vijay Singh's weakness? What was his weakness? We just read. What could be his weakness? His boastfulness, right? Which awkward situation did it push him into? Often it used to push him into situations which were not pleasant at all. So why was the old woman's gift to Vijay Singh eccentric? Because it would prove to be very useful for him, though seemingly it looked like something useless, right? Why did Vijay Singh ask the ghost disguised as Natwar to come closer? Because he thought he wanted to size up the enemy. Okay, and he thought it was a ghost. So what made the ghost speechless? Because he had never seen a man as brave or as fearless as Natwar Singh. Usually people used to get dumbfounded whenever they used to see a ghost, but this man here was challenging ghost and making fun of it. Okay, why did Vijay Singh say appearance can be deceptive? So this is a simple thing. I recommend you to make this answers on your own. If you still have problem, I'll share the notes with you. Okay, so let us stop today's class here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take a follow up of this story in the next class. Okay, part 2 and all we'll discuss, and we'll come to conclusion of this lesson with that. Okay, so as homework I'll yeah, just give me a second. So let us conclude the class today, and this is your homework. Be wary of this. Okay, let's conclude today's class with this one. Thank you everyone for being part of today's class.